I'm saving her ass. I swear to fucking God. It's gonna... Let's go. Okay. Where the fuck did she drop? Where did this bitch drop? Right there. Right there. Alright. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I think... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This is fine. This is great. This is fine. I'm going to find her. I swear to God. She's not in here. We know this already. Let's go. She was like here. Right? What? Dude. Oh my god, yes, yes, yes! My queen! My cold queen! Oh god. Breathe already, please, please. God, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of her when she gets up. Oh my god. God, don't worry me like that. You back with me now? So tell me, why the hell did you jump into the pool? You called me out there, didn't you? I what? I heard your voice, so I ran outside, and after that I don't remember much else. The next thing I knew, my vision was all this sickening green color and my mouth was full of water. God damn it. Was this the work of those ghosts again? Can't believe they can trick us so easily. There's gotta be something in that pool. There's something stuck in my tooth. It's like algae or something. Hey, it's like salad. I wonder if the shower still work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of them are gonna work. Just give up. Nothing. I can't get rid of this horrible taste and I smell absolutely putrid. I hate this. Hey, the blood's off of you now, though, right? That's the good part. Don't... How does she think I feel? How about we get into the rain and wash ourselves off a little? Though I don't know how much help Rimona will be for getting the taste out of your mouth. Just open your mouth like a fish. After this, I guess we'll need to figure out how to dry our clothes. Feeling better? Yeah, surprisingly I was able to rinse out my mouth pretty thoroughly. Good. Were you? That's good. So Shinozaki, while I was out here, I came across a room in the back that I'd kinda like to check out. I'll go with you. That's probably for the best. Alright, let's do it. I never want to do that again. That was stressful. I swore I picked the right spot the first time. Whatever. Yeah, let's unlock it. The key was so rusted and brittle that it instantly snapped as soon as it was turned. Fortunately, it had already done its job. What the fuck? The valve wheel is labeled drainage. Turn it. Yep. Okay. It's a loud ass sound. Oh, Jesus. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny. It's the body of a female student rotting and decayed. Okay. Based on the size, this appears to be the body of a high schooler. Long-term exposure to the dirty, contaminated water has left it quite a mess. Okay. It's the body of a decaying female student rotting and decayed. So, does this thing only come after female students? Yeah, being pickled in this filthy brine for so long seems to have bloated its skin into a patchwork of pustules. That is fucking disgusting. I removed the wheel from the water pump and threw it into the pool. Hopefully that'll keep anyone from finding the little treasure I left in the spigot. That bitch killed my friends. She can spend eternity without a tongue for all I care. Is it this? The dim lights around you are reflecting off of something deep inside the drainage gate. Try to fish it out? Yeah. What is this thing? Some kind of handle. Found the bottom of the pool, probably got sucked in when the water was drained. Okay. I guess. I hate that there was light and now there's no light. A crude label written on the piece of tape attached to the device reads water pump. Right below it there's a slot for some sort of lever or handle. Attach the rusted valve wheel? Yep. It's as far as it's gonna go. I think it's too rusted to turn anymore. Now what? What else is in here? No, just more weird devices. Okay. We did our job, let's leave. What did that even do? Oh. It did something. Sorry. Excuse me. It's a small hemp bag stained with a copious amounts of blood. It seems to have fallen from the spigot. An elementary schooler student ID name tag is attached to it. Heavenly House Elementary School, Class 1-6, Tokiko Tsuji. The bag appears to contain a severed human tongue. Oh, great. It's a girl's name. The music cut off? That was so abrupt. Okay. Let's get out of here. I never want to come back here again. Jesus. Can I save the game? I did what I had to do. Oh. Which one do we give it to? Oh shit. Oh my god. She's got no head above her chin. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we got? Pull out the tongue and bag. The little girl's spirit is staggering towards Ayumi, blood gushing from her gaping cross-section of head as she walks. Please be the right one. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit Tokyo's tongue. Is it her tongue? Oh my god. The other ghost's head is this way. We have to run. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking Jesus. Move out of my way. Move. Leave me alone. Where am I going? What the fuck? What the? I don't have anything to give you. Am I just running? I'm just running. I'm booking it. I don't have what you need or what you want, girl. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Why? What? What? Where the hell's it gonna take us this time? Where your friend was splattered. The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her globby entrails. Where the floor dips and the blood pools. Drip. Why you gotta fucking sing a song? You getting a good laugh out of this, you sick son of a bitch. God, if that's where there it is, I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. Is someone there? Oh my... This fucking dude. Our class rep, I'm very glad to see both safe and sound. It's a long story. Where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had somehow changed. Oh yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Mochida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are. Though when I next ran into Mochida's sister, it seemed like she and her brother had parted ways. What is that in your hand? Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hands. Oh, this? I found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Is this some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please, take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I have no need for charms at the present time. Oh my god, he fisted our friend's guts. The other... Okay. I should be going now. Is something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. There was a gleam in his eyes. One more thing, Mochida said we should all try to meet in classroom 1A. Okay. Oh, he fisted her. I'm guessing... He was fucking going through her guts. It wasn't from, you know, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he caught it from there. I mean, if he didn't, then... That really freaked me out. Did you see his ends? They were Ah, yes! There was just another spot he went through. Fucking weirdo! Ew! That... Where is he going? Like, literally, what business does he have anywhere else? He should be teaming up with people, but instead, he's fisting people's guts. Hey, ew. Give it back. This girl's missing an eye. All we got is a tongue. Is that gonna be enough? What do we do? Pull out the tongue and bag? Maybe she can tell us where her eyeball is, right? The girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Yuki Kanno? This is for you. It's yours, isn't it? Offer the spirits Miyuki's tongue. Thank you. Thank you very much. She don't need her eyeball. It's fine. Pant. We did it. All three of them. All that's left is the girl in the red dress. No more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own, and it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And Mochida. What? Why was that needed? Why was that after that needed? Shinozaki. Next one is mine then, okay? So just try to pull yourself together. Hasn't it just been me? I'm the one controlling everybody. God damn it, not again. This one's big too. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. He's on the move. Okay. Was I knocked out? Where am I? The fuck? This is our classroom? No fooling? Dude. Are we free? Shinozaki. Wake your ass up. She's breathing at least. Shinozaki, come on, wake up already. Ishinuma. What? Take a look around you, I can hardly believe it myself, but here we are. No way. We're back? For real? Is this really our school? It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. It's true. We made it. We're home. We're home. Fuck yeah. Suck on that, world. We're free. We get to leave now, right? I never thought I'd live to see home again. Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss You or anyone else, huh? Well, let's leave. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around in the darkened corridors of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now, and what am I doing? Bitch, what? Oh my lord, I just want to go home. Oh. What the hell is this? It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Damn it. They were like, hey bitch, how you doing? Don't come any closer. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshisaku showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him about my fight with my mom, and he listened really closely and just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, you see, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... You two are nice people. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny, she must be a 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? So why are you still here? No, you didn't. But we returned your tongues, we gave you back your ability to speak out. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him, no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's a sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you. That's not... So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger one after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us there, aren't you? That's not true. The hell do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Hey, let's hear her out. Yeah, I want to fucking understand what's going on. I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safety. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a amount of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness. With all the sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head, your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister's some kind of medium or something? Yeah. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin. I feel for you. I really do, so please, bring the rest of them back. Mochida, Miss Yui, and everyone else too. Why do you keep bringing up Mochida? Like, girl, what's wrong with you? Are you obsessed? Come on, you can do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Those close spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bound there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. So we're gonna lose you as an ally then. So why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Mochida and the others? There may be one way. I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all 4 of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims, and put us all to rest. Then, the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they'll begin to fall apart, and you might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all 4 of you? Why couldn't you just tell us the reason for our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took a hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant their 2 beings seemed to merge together in a single mind. It hurts. What? What is she doing? Oh my gosh, she's doing a Renesmee. She's giving us her memories with her hand. What happened to me? Didn't I pass out, so why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing, I can't move. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. Oh. Why can't I move? Oh no. Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress, and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in the Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes a stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by more than More other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as a primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's just more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts, there was simply no data to be had. I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy, 2 girls in here, aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in the Heavenly Host during the incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound up hand and foot, and just sprawled out on the floor, and so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. He ugly. Eyes. I can't see. I'm blindfolded and I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intensely. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls and of the cramped room. I'm so scared, it feels like my head's going to explode. Untie me, cut the ropes, I want to use my hands and feet, please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in the response was the man walking away from me. In order, okay? I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror cutting through the air, like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. It feels like he's screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My god, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why is God allowing him to fall unconscious so he has to suffer? Okay. Alright. It's been at least half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside. I finally have come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls online is the next to scream in her life as the symphony goes on. I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it. Is it still going on? Just die already. What is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. Those footsteps are getting closer, all my hair standing at the end at this point. Everything who's below my stomach feels like this frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. Or is she gonna shit herself? In order, God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died, which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair, they're pulling my head up, and taking my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in the basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanely horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hand of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children had been listed as loss of blood flowing, removal of the tongue, but the actual state of the affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head upon dozens of times to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the bloodified scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, and thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How was it you? Third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in the consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me. It makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiful and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshinazaku Yanhigori was officially charged. Now, going back to my hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshinazaku's sentence. Therefore, it comes to no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshizaki Yanhigori really the murderer of all of the 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as such. Shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he simply must have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around the same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in the most peculiar way, not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a belligerent state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever, Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of course ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back at a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light in the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as the leads go, but it's a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not the only closed down but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found that we made what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. What the fuck? This fucking bitch killed the kids. What does she gain from this? What does she gain? Why did she do it? Why is she here? So many things that I do not know the answer to. And I wish I did.